Hi there, this is Heartseer Tarot. Welcome to your reading today. So let us dive right in. While I was preparing for the reading, I got called to use the Divine Feminine, the Light, Work Your Light, and the Lightseers Tarot. As you see, I already have a spread ready. But later on in the reading, for more clarifiers, we're also going to be using the Sun and Moon Tarot. But let us first work with the energy we already have showing on the table for us for today's reading. So the first thing that I get looking at the spread is that there has been a lot of upheaval internally and chaos that has been happening to kind of acknowledge and bring endings to cycles that perhaps have been running in your life for a long time, or even if for a short time it has felt like a very long time. In ways, these cycles have been perhaps in relationships, in not only relationships like romantic or family, but also relationships at work, relationship with yourself, how you show up in your life and how you show up in different dynamics in your life. So it is actually, the energy is giving a bit chaotic, like almost like a war, where parts of you and parts of your life, your connections, your relationships that do not serve your highest good, that do not help to bring about your highest timeline, are being cut away. Like it is almost like a cut away feeling, like my attention is being drawn very much to this fiery sword and this like determination to actually have the heart, like there's a light in the heart, almost fiery, like the fire here and the fire in the sword. It's almost like we're cutting through everything that does not belong anymore, to create a path, to create an opening for a new way of living. It doesn't even feel like old cycles going, new cycles beginning. It literally feels like a whole new way of living in life. So this feels like it's impacting not only like personal life or relationships, but perhaps it's kind of like an underlying current feeding every single aspect of your life right now. It's like a whole consciousness paradigm shift. The next card that we see, Five of Cups, is also about walking away from something, releasing things that were not working anymore, and just letting it go. I do get the energy of heartbreak. I do get the energy of disappointments, sadness, and grief. Maybe plans that we had are not going to remain in our life anymore because those plans did not manifest in the ways that we had envisioned. So sharp turns, surprises that we did not see coming, sudden ends, that kind of an energy. And as these relationships close out, or as these old ways of doing things become more and more narrower, smaller in our lives, it's creating space to see what more can be there. How we can simply release everything into the void, to go back to source, to just be released from us, to go back to Mother Earth and start fresh. These two cards do seem to complement each other in that way, But after that, we see Queen of Pentacles and King of Swords, which are very balancing energies in certain ways. They're not from the same suit, like they're Pentacles and Swords, but they seem to have a yin-yang component to them, where the Queen of Pentacles is the queen of her life, right? She is sure of herself, she's sure of her purpose, her service, she's sitting strong. She has already gone through all the slow movement of discovering what needs to be discovered and letting go what needs to be let go. So now she's almost like it almost gives me an energy of someone who is at the verge of even ascending from being a Queen of Pentacles to being an Empress, even though Empress is not here. But still, I get a lot of Empress energy in this deck. It would be interesting to see if it comes up later. But this Queen of Pentacles almost has that Empress energy. Like she is growing. She's now preparing. She's poised to become an Empress in her life. And this does not have to do with gender. It can also be for a man. But basically, it's talking about the state where we are in, where we're almost geared up. We've built a very strong foundation of who we are through all the losses we've experienced, all the lessons we've learned. And now we are at that stage where we have stability. We've created our own stability. And from there, we can only create and build an empire. It's that kind of a feeling. And with that, there is the balance of King of Swords, which is emotional detachment, emotional balance. We are not being emotional anymore. Like, we've cut through a lot of things. Here, it's almost showing that there was a very turbulent phase of meeting ourselves and meeting everything, or meeting different relationships, different opportunities and things that were not aligning with us anymore. It could be like a job that we were doing for many, many years, but it lost, like there was no love in it anymore, or it was like, it felt like an obligation. It was making us depressed, it was making us anxious, it was making us feel unhappy with ourselves, with how we live every day. It also could be relationships that were not serving us or seeing us as who we really are, keeping us bound to things that we don't want to be bound to anymore, or a lack of joy in life, feeling like you're being drained by control, obligations, responsibilities, all kinds of things, like closing out of all kinds of cycles that was not resonant and aligned with your joy, with your stability, with the way of life that feels purposeful, meaningful, something that makes you happy to wake up to, the kind of life that you are happy to wake up to every day, right? So that, I feel like the energy is of that being cleared away, like all these burdensome things that you had to carry through years and years or months and months, because that was how you knew to live, to survive through trauma, through pain, through struggle. So a beautiful releasing of that is taking place here, and that is leading to stability, security, safety within self, foundation, and taking stock of all that you have built up, all the, like, how strong you've become through this entire journey. And now you're poised to bring about new beginnings, a new way of living, a fresh start. And it's not coming out of an emotional imbalance or like running from anything, or, you know, just immaturity of any kind. It's coming through very mature energy. It's coming through absolute consideration of different things, of really understanding the truth about yourself, which is King of Swords, like cutting through all kinds of illusions and lies and speaking your truth to yourself, speaking your truth to those that are in your life, showing up in your truth, right? So this is where the yin yang is. Like, this is more of the yin energy, the feminine here, where the feminine energy of, you know, finding your own joy, your own nurturing within. And here, with that foundation being there, being able to show up for your truth, speak your truth, cut through everything that is an illusion, to really be present as a sovereign self that can follow through what is being spoken, what is being like almost manifesting through your words. Like, I will do something, so you show up for that in that way. If you decide that something is your dream, that this is what in your truth you really want to do in life, finding the courage, finding the strength, finding the emotional maturity to start building towards that. It's a faster energy. So this is almost like a quick realization that yes, this is my path, this is what I want. So here we've cleared all the debris, and now we're finding clarity of what's next. So old cycles closing, cutting through everything. Transitional phase where you're getting strong, getting grounded, getting rooted, getting truthful, getting honest, and preparing for what's next. Here, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. This is also coming in. The entire reading does have the energy of being in transition. So the transition hasn't happened completely yet. You're not in the new phase of your life. You're still closing out these old cycles. You're almost done. And as you're doing that, you're gaining strength, clarity, truth, honesty, visibility every day. And for that reason, because this is such high level inner work, there is also the need of taking a back step, slowing down, resting, giving yourself the space to feel held, to feel seen, to be loved by yourself, to be in community, to be with friends, to be in spaces that replenish you, that help you feel rejuvenated, nurtured, supported, like just being kind and gentle and compassionate with yourself. So the energy of this can completely start to dissipate and complete and leave your life. Now, through pulling these cards now, we're going to see what's next for you. So what new phase are you building in your life? We have Princess of Cups, which in this deck is the Page of Cups. We also have the Ten of Pentacles, and it came out reversed, but I have a feeling that I go by what I feel. I feel that the energy is upright, so I'm going to take it upright. We also have Temperance. This is not upright at this time. And then we have Prince of Pentacles, which is the Page of Cups, sorry, the Page of Pentacles. We'll pull a few more. We also have the Princess of Pentacles. So we have the, sorry, this is Princess. So Knight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Princess is Knight in this deck, Temperance reversed, Prince of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, and then the Princess of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles reversed. So what's next for you, it seems like, is a greater opening of your heart to offer love to yourself, to the things in life that are really important to you. It is a newer sense of value that has been built in your life through not only experience, but through actually going through the fire of purification, through really realizing what is and isn't meant for you. And time has nothing to do with that. These kind of realizations sometimes takes years of being in a relationship and then one day realizing that wasn't for you, years of working the same job and then all of a sudden having inspiration to do something else. Or it could even be a very short time, right? So it doesn't have anything to do with time, more so it has to do with what your soul and heart is feeling called to do. So after closing out the old cycles, it seems like you are now fully ready to start offering love, care, attention into things that bring you joy. Here the dolphin, we see the dolphin, we see a girl in the water, and the dolphin is holding a lotus, which is like it's offering the girl the lotus as the girl is offering it food. So it's like it's almost saying and showing that life is meeting you at your joy as you offer love to things that truly means something to you, resonates with your soul, helps you feel expanded and in alignment with your purpose. It's creating a beautiful resonance of love and joy and peace and harmony. And you're finding newer ways to connect with others, connect with yourself, and create something beautiful, whether that be a relationship, a new job, a new hobby, whatever that may be. Life is starting to open up in a way where you can experience more joy. As you experience more joy, you are going to reach greater levels of inner wealth, which will also show up as outer wealth. It is a balanced self. 10 of Pentacles is actually the height of having material abundance, in the sense of all the hard work being paid off and all the rewards coming in for all that you have poured yourself into. So it's very positive outcomes. The next phase of your life will actually be more soul driven, more heart driven, less mind driven, less driven by what society is saying, what others need of you. And it's more living for you. And as you live more for you, you actually start to show up for others in a way where you are more authentic, more aligned with really being present with day-to-day things, moment to moment, and being able to give to people from your heart rather than an obligation of giving. Temperance is reversed, so it shows that things still kind of need to balance out. There can still be fears to be worked through from having survival mode be present in your life for such a long time. So that is why it feels like, to me, the energy is of caution, right? Like taking that, like stepping into this new world, new reality, new way of being, but with caution. It's not like a fool's journey, like you're not diving right in, but it's like building. It's like a build up as you're still closing out old things and new things coming in, and you're kind of taking it slow, but you're still going at a very beautiful flowed pace. So it's important to continue to release the fears, embrace the new, let go of the old, and self-check-in, have grounding practices, meditate. Meditation can really help in such things. And to be able to envision what's new for you and not look outside of self externally to validate your path, because it seems like all the new ways that you're going to be doing things is going to be very unique to you and your journey. So listening to others is great as advice, but ultimately balance will be reached as you learn to listen to your own heart, learn to listen to your own soul, live in that soul frequency of authenticity, purpose, your mission, whether that be through actually serving as through a new career, serving people in your community, outside of your job, or whatever that may be. Then we also see Prince of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. So there is a learning curve involved because it is something new. So you are beginning to learn how to live in soul flow. You are learning how to live in a way where you are showing up each day in your truth. And that comes with a lot of lessons, like every day in where you know previously you were living a life which was more conditioned, where there was a set way of doing things, and there was always a feedback mechanism of like, I'm doing something and then they're telling me it's right or wrong, so I am realigning with that external voice of what needs to happen. Now you are sovereign. You are entering an era of sovereignty, true sovereignty. So the lessons will come through understanding in a different way, right? So you won't be listening to others, or you won't be going externally for validation. Rather, you'd be looking within to see what works, what doesn't work, what aligns, what is amiss, or what is not exactly constructive to what you're envisioning for yourself. So this will come with the learning curve. It's like new ground to study, new terrain to master. So which is why it's being shown by Page of Pentacles, the very, very energy that is a beginner energy. You're almost beginning new, like you're a scholar beginning new. You're learning a new subject. You're learning a whole new way of living life. Even though you have a lot of experience and you have brought in a lot into this new phase a lot, still it will feel like a wholly new thing you're learning in certain ways. And then we have Princess of Pentacles, which is Knight of Pentacles, but it's reversed. So it shows that usually when it comes upright, it can show like a process that is very meticulous, very calculated, very thought through, like it's the slowest knight of any deck, right? So it's a very methodical, planned out, step-by-step, process. But here with it being reversed, the energy that I get is that it's going to be more, it will have divine inspiration. You will be going more on spontaneity. You'll be doing things in flow. It's not going to be about being slow and meticulous. Rather, it's going to be about being present and allowing the slowness or the pace of that, being in connection with your soul, being the leading force of the next phase of your journey. So this is a very beautiful reading. It shows that whatever struggles and hardships we had been going through for this collective together, and it kind of actually applies to me too. I feel like I'm similar to this, and in this reading I can relate to it. Whatever we've been going through is coming to completion soon, and as it does, we're moving into fresh energy, fresh way of living life. And it's not just external, rather it's very internal. We as who we are changing in a way where we're really showing up to be who we are meant to be in this lifetime. And that can be at any age. That can be in any phase of our life. It's truly not connected to any of that. Rather, it's connected to your soul finally answering the call that it's been hearing for so long now, and finally having everything align in all the ways that it needs to align for you to step into the beautiful flow of who you really are, and creating, living, enjoying, co-creating life with Source from that space. So before I end this reading, as usual, I'd love to offer you a blessing of light through my soul song. It is the music and song from my soul that I flow as a channeling vessel from Source. So please, if you'd like to receive this at this time, simply close your eyes and say yes, and make an intention to receive it for anything that you need most today. It could be peace, it could be something physical, it could be a relationship, it could be anything at all, really, but one thing. And if you do not wish to receive, that's fine as well. You can simply be in the field, and if you're curious, just stay on, or you can also leave the reading now. And if you are, thank you for being here today. I hope this reading could serve you in some way. And if you would like to receive more readings from me, please subscribe, like the video. It helps the algorithm for it to reach more people and serve them as well. And take care, and I'll see you next time for another reading. For those of you that are staying on for the blessing, I welcome you to relax. If you are seated, lean back in your chair. If you're lying down, that's perfect. And just close your eyes to receive. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower abdomen to ground yourself, and simply make an intention for whatever you would like to receive this for. And as I sing, light will go to your request. So let us begin connecting with my soul, with Source, for the blessing to come to you through my soul song as sound healing for your request now. We close the reading and the blessing with thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to Source. Thank you to everyone here for co-creating this field, giving your energy for this reading so that I could flow messages for you from Source. Thank you to all our spiritual mothers and fathers who support with this reading, to all angels, to all of the light beings who come to bless us and help us clear things as we receive this reading together, me as I channel as well, and offering love to everyone in this field, offering love to you. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye, take care.